Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Amani today with her new skin, as you can see here on the menu screen. I covered all of the other ones on the BTS. If you want to see me do, I guess, like a highlight video of those, go ahead and check it out. But this is the only one that I actually missed, surprisingly. I don't know why this was the one that I didn't get to, because I got to Anara and then I think the BTS went down just as I was about to record this video, so we're going to do it now on live instead. Not that it really matters where I show it off, but I have changed my loadouts a little bit since the last time I covered her, I think in June, so this will be a good time for me to show that off as well. I do think you unlock this one pretty early. Yeah, it's the second one you get. You get the IO one straight away, and then you get Amani at level 10, and obviously the recolors and stuff later on. Don't actually have the battle pass unlocked yet, so I will have to use a skin booster to access them, but that's perfectly fine, because I think we can actually get to all of them. Possibly not the inverted one, but I think we can use all of the others. The black one looks really, really good, possibly one of my favorite out of all of these sets. The inverted one I don't actually like as much as I thought that I would. The purple and blue one also looks really good. Then you have another kind of purpley blue one. You have like a greeny kind of cyan type one. There's one that is just straight green. Then we have like a kind of standard looking one, but mainly based around yellow, and the one that I think you get straight away, which is the red one when you get level 10, which also looks really nice. But I think by far my favorite is the black one with the white hair. That looks sick. For the setups, I actually have 4 different ones here, but you can kind of ignore the middle ones and just focus on the ones on the bottom, because those are the ones I'd actually say are quite a bit better and that I use more often. The standard one, which is mostly the same as it was last time I showed it. The cooldown one, which is also very, very similar. Then I have a variation of the cooldown switch one with the heal in it, just in case I want to give that a go. I might make that a separate video sometime later. And then one that is the same as my standard one. It just doesn't have the speed and instead has like a 400 shield when you drop below 50%. But in like 80% of situations, this is the one I go for. Extra health, a tiny shield, a tiny bit of cooldown reduction, a pretty big heal when we use F, and a decent amount of extra speed in the F. Then like 15% of the time I find myself going for this, which is just a ton of cooldown reduction. I haven't really played around with these two too much. I played with the no speed one a little bit, and I haven't really had a chance to go for this one, which is why I might make it a separate video. The focus is just going to be on standard Amani with these skins, but I just wanted to go over them quickly, because if you haven't seen my other videos, or if you don't really remember, then I should kind of go through them at least a little bit. But anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into a game. I'm going to stick to Onslaught and Siege. I want to play at least one Siege today, because I haven't done one on the channel or off camera either in a little while. We'll go ahead and grab Amani. We'll lock her in. We have double damage here, which is fine. Amani and Drogos and Fury. It is a, standard TDM. It's not ranked or anything, so it doesn't really matter. We got Siege, Stonekeep as the map. Go ahead and pop a skin booster so we can actually grab the skin, although interestingly they still show as locked on here. I don't know if that's on purpose. It seems more like a bug, if you ask me. I feel like that's something that just got overlooked, that they didn't even look at. I can use the inverted one, although apparently that one is cursed when you first pick it. That is weird. I'll use this one first, because this is probably my favorite one. The white haired one with like the black and red sort of thing looks really good. Shout outs to Oscar. Pretty sure I played with him before, because I recognize the name. We have Nanara and Izin as the last 2 picks. Then for the enemy team, we're up against a Lian, a Zin, a Makoa, a Drogos, and a Ying. So they have a very similar team comp. Actually, the exact same thing. Really like the card art for this one as well. I'm sure it's going to make for a sick thumbnail. It's probably my favorite out of the skin set, just because of the way they use colors with this one. I think is maybe the best. The IO one was really good as well, though. I'm not sure. For talent, I'll probably go for Pyromania. Splitting Ice, I don't find myself going for too much these days. I actually do really like Pyromania quite a bit, because I find myself kind of playing in the fire stance. Mana Rift is also really good, but it does kind of give away your position with the dragon and stuff, and you also have to stand still to activate it, so I'll go for Pyromania, and we'll go for the standard one to start, sure. But I guess here's a quick look at the weapon. It's technically not a weapon, it's more just your hands. The effects on like the abilities and stuff are pretty subtle. The Ice Bomb is a little bit rigid, but it does look good. For the fire stance, it does have some different effects, a little bit of sparkle going on. It's overall a pretty nice skin, although it isn't as loud as I was actually expecting it to be. For talents, we've got Fusillade, Cherish, Smolder Mother's Grace, Life Exchange, Yomi, Eminence, Combustible, and Leviathan. So overall, super standard talents. We'll go ahead and pop the F and go around the top. I feel like this is probably a bad idea. There's a bunch of damage on the Makoa. The right click for the fire stance looks really good. There was a 900 for her. We'll hit her with a root. Took a little while to travel to her, but there we go. She is gone. We're going to switch our stances, pop our F, and kind of reposition a little bit. I don't know if I want to go up here, but feel it's a bad idea. But there is an 8 something. Tried to land another one, but I missed it. Missed that one as well. There's a hit for the Zin. Effects on this one feel a little bit weird, so anyway I can describe it, but I am gone. Definitely could have gone better, but not a bad first round. We're already at 99%. We definitely still stand a chance at recovering this. There is a K for you. There is another one. We'll throw another one kind of there for the Ying and the decoy. Just going to try and play this angle as best as I can. Just got a very lucky kill on the Lian. I'm expecting him to hook, but I guess he's going for somebody else instead. He is gone. We'll hit the Zin, pop the F, kind of go over the top. I think we've kind of wiped him a little bit here. We'll pop the right click and melt through the Drogos. Nice, kind of surprised that managed to work, but yeah, there we go. 1-0, 2 minutes. Nice. Feel like I'm doing decent so far. Switch back to the fire stance just because I'm a little bit more comfortable with this one. There's a bunch of damage for the Koa. I feel like I was out of hook range there. That was a little bit weird. I don't feel like he should have been able to get me there. I feel like I was too far away. Maybe not. I don't know. That felt a little bit sketch. I'd definitely say that one was a little bit iffy, but here is the dragon. It's more of a griffin in the skin. It is probably the highlight of the skin. The effects are obviously nice. Overall, you cannot say that this is a bad skin, but the dragon is, I think, definitely the thing that most people people are going to get it for, because you literally breathe rainbows. Kind of ridiculous. I'll go ahead and despawn the dragon because I'm not really close to anybody. We'll pop the F and go over to the side. Pop the right click. I thought I'd be able to melt somebody. That right click's actually probably a little bit better than the base one. I feel like that has a tiny gameplay advantage. I am maybe dead. How the hell did I dodge that hook? I feel like I should have totally got hit by that. I'm trading quite well here though. There is a K for the Liam. There is a K for the Mako. We can hit him with the splash damage. Never mind, he brought up the shield. There's another K. I'm literally just throwing out 1000 damages here. I'm not really taking all that much. That was the double tap for the Dragos, which was perfectly timed, but just not enough damage, but like this much. Well, I guess I just clipped through the map. That was weird, but the Dragos did die. I've nearly got enough to finish off Hi-Rez. We'll run over left again. Guess we can glide right over to left. Pop the right click. I'm not in that good of a spot, but we can melt through the Zin. Nice. We managed to get him to use his billow. There is a K for the Ying. Missed the second one. Can we finish off this Dragos? He's really low. Oh, I fired under him a little bit. Mako went for the ult. I'm going to pop the F and just leave because I feel like I'm getting a little bit clapped here. I'm actually just going to go all the way back to safety because I don't feel like fighting. Went all the way around. Oh, I can't hit you. A little bit out of range. She went for the ult. I guess we wasted that. And I did try and hold the point, but that is the end of the overtime because she didn't have a support to give her a hand. There's another K for the Leon. I'll just get a spicy little bit of extra damage in the end. We'll finish off our Hi-Rez because it is a hell of a lot cheaper. People are getting it going as quickly as possible at the start of games. We'll go ahead and pop our Griffin. Feel a little bit sluggish here. I don't think I'm really near anybody. I'm dead because that's Leon on me. Okay, sure. I don't know if there's a way I can tell if I'm taking damage or not, but I feel like even if I switched back there were two of them on me, I was a goner. Guess there's like a weird health bar there glitching in the bottom left and I can't switch cameras. Okay, sure. We've got 70% of it, so I feel like at least that was a decent distraction with the ult. Pop a right click, kind of melt him a little bit. Dragos is going for the ult. He's chasing me. Oh, my mana was full, but I was still a little bit too slow. Fury did finish him off. I think that's the second time he's punched me and then died like directly afterwards. But to be honest, I'd much rather he comes to punch me instead of the Inara because she's on the point pretty much on full health. I don't really know what to get for items just yet, but that is the 2-1. Holy shit, we actually got it. Once again, well done, team. For some reason, my ice thing doesn't have a shadow, something I've never noticed before. Melt through the Ying. Jesus Christ, we took a lot of her health off. Tried to throw a little fireball there as I was falling, but it didn't land. We'll see if we can get some more angles. Hit the Zin with one of them, fired into his counter, but that is fine. I might as well just stand here and continue to spam it because I'm landing a couple of them. Drogo's just said in the chat that going against Lian makes him bored of this game. I can't really say I blame him, to be honest, because going against the Lian with a reset can be a pain in the ass when she hits you for like 2k just because she was relatively accurate. There goes the Drogos, fired into the shield, which I probably shouldn't have done. There is a double. My frame rate dipped so hard there because I don't think the game was ready for it, but we did clear the Lian. Just fire into the decoy. There's a hit for the Koa. There's another one. Cool. I'm really taking advantage of this freaking fire right now. I'm getting so much damage from playing in the fire stance. My frame rate is crashing so badly. Frame rate right now is absolute ass. I don't know why. I can't remember if Amani had problems or not. I thought it was just like Charlene and Corvus, but I guess Amani is also struggling because my frame rate is just banging all over the place. But there is the push successful. 3-1. Once again, well done, team. I seem to always be dead when we push or capture an objective, but that's fine. I don't really know what to get for items, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really know what to get. I guess I'll get Haven and Blast Shields. I feel like I kind of need both, to be honest. I don't really know what else here would really help me. I don't feel like I need Chronos. Don't really feel that Morale Boost would be a smart choice. I could get like healing stuff, but they have so much Hi-Rez, I feel like I'd just be throwing credits away. I guess maybe Wrecker would make sense. I'm trying to get a bit of a cheeky hit here. I guess I landed a K on somebody. There's another one. That was so rude. Oh, that was another hit. I feel nasty for doing that at the start of rounds, but it happened so many times to me, it's kind of fair. There is the right click to try and melt through Drogos. We'll get out of that early. We'll throw a Frost Bomb over, hit her with a root. That was a double. I'm on 200 health. Hello, Lian. I am, of course, gone. She shot me as I was dead. How rude. She put one extra in me there to make sure I was a goner. Don't think that was whatsoever intentional, but it looked like she just shot me when I was down there to be mean. But there is the victory. My FPS there towards the end of that match was just absolute ass, and we're on a black screen now with the victory screen, which I think is kind of a known problem with Amani, where it's like weird with third person and shit. But there is the win. Once again, well done, team. I seem to never be around when we captured the objective, but I think I did a good job. At least I carried my weight. We'll quickly go through everybody's stats though. The Drogos did decent. The Zin did fine. The Inara did pretty damn good. She played the objective a ridiculous amount. Then Makoa didn't really at all, which is definitely why I won that game there. 283 seconds is insane for how long that match was. Obviously, the Fury massively supported that. She did a good job as well. I feel like we did decent. I had way more deaths than I should have had there because I wasn't playing carefully enough, but I don't feel like I did badly. For their side, Ying did a really good job. The Drogos did alright. The Lian did pretty damn good. The Zin, not so much. And the Makoa, not so much. But I think overall, we do deserve the win. For some reason, the Makoa is just dropping a 0 healing in there. Well, she had 77k, so she could have did at least somewhat decent. But yeah, anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into a game 2. We'll do Onslaught, because I don't want this video to be crazy long because my voice is already kind of starting to run out. The setup worked great. I know the setup works great. It's like my favorite one for Amani by far. It's the one that I've kind of tweaked and been playing with for a real long time. It works great. I would highly recommend it. It's a super basic setup. It's not anything, you know, special. It's just kind of the thing everybody runs with her. As for the skin, I really enjoyed it. It definitely has some gameplay disadvantages and some gameplay advantages. The dragon is so much more obvious with this skin. You're like bright pink firing rainbows. Of course you stand out, but that is kind of what you're paying for with the skin. I don't think there's really too many people who are buying skins and stuff for gameplay advantage, but it's just stuff that I kind of feel like I should point out because her right click in in this skin does feel better to play because it's actually like a laser, whereas some of the other ones make it kind of hard to see where the damage is actually going. I personally really like it. I like all of the skins in this set. It's one of my favorite battle passes we've had in a while. I think they're just really well done skins, although personally I would really like to see them do a complete 180 and in the next one make it like a super dark kind of edgy like battle pass, because you know we've had a couple of happy ones. We've had the summer one, we had the Radiant Stars. They've all been like rather uplifting battle passes. I'd like a really kind of edgy dark themed one because I don't feel like we've really had many of those, but I don't know if that would really appeal to the kind of overall Paladins player base. To be honest, in most games I'm not really bothered about skins, but I feel like in Paladins overall they're done rather well, which does kind of get me a little bit more interested in them. Alright, well for game 2 we got Onslaught Foreman's Rise. Shout outs to Buck and also Mine Man 2005, which is our Damper. We then have a Barrack and a Pip. I need to remember to switch over to the skin. I literally nearly forgot to do it. We'll go ahead and grab it. We won't go for the black one again. Should we go for the inverted one? I'm kind of interested how the inverted weapon looks. I don't know why it renders like a really crappy res model. It still hasn't updated. That is terrifying. I don't know why it does this. Am I going to look like this in game? I have no idea, but we're up against a Koga, a Grover, a Buck, and a BK, did I read that right? And an Amani. I feel like I missed somebody there, but for some reason Golden Grover doesn't have art, and that looks really weird. But yeah, if there is any other stuff that I didn't cover on the PTS that you want to see me make a video on, because this one was requested quite a bit, go ahead and let me know in the comments. On your way down there, feel free to hit a like on the video. It massively helps me out. We'll go ahead and grab Pyromania, and we'll go for the no cooldown setup. Yeah, sure, why not? We've already used the other one. So she has kind of white hands. I can't tell if that's meant to be skin or like gloves. I'm not really sure, but overall I actually might prefer this weapon to the other one, I guess, just because it looks kind of more normal, and then like the powers are coming from like the braces she has on her arm. Shouts once again to the back. I'm also not sure how I feel about the frost bomb with this one because it does look very rigid. I feel like it's got an effect that's missing, but there is a big root. Don't think it has a missing effect. I'm pretty sure that's how it's meant to look, like intentionally. It doesn't look bad. I just personally feel like it could look a little bit better if they made a couple little fancy effects for it. Obviously the skin's released now, so they're not going to do that, but we'll glide over the top, pop the right click, melt through the Grover, even through his heel. That was nasty. There is a hit for the Koga. I'm dead too. The BK 4 talents, by the way. We've got Ensnare's Roots, Chosen Catalyst, and Architectronics. Then we're up against another Ensnare, Buck, Raw Subject, Splitting Ice, Deep Roots, and Adrenaline Junkie. I didn't do that at the start of the game, so I felt like I had to there. Then we just go ahead and get Cauterized Tier 2 because it is only 500 now, which is really nice. We'll pop the F and glide around the side, pop a right click, melt through the Buck. I don't think he even knows where he's being hit from. He's on no health. There is a little tap for him. Nice. The servers feel much better today than they did the other day, which is something I think I actually mentioned at the start of this video or the video yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm recording them the same day, obviously. We got a pretty sweet double there, though. BK's going over the top. There's a K for him. There is another one. Again, that was a nasty hit. There's one for the Amani. We'll get another one. Oh my god, again, I'm getting so many nasty hits today. There's one for the Grover. He's on no health. Hello, Buck. There is my F. I was moving at a snail's pace. We had still get a decent amount of damage there, though. Overall, I'm actually enjoying playing Amani so far. I don't know why I'm slowly going left. I don't know, is my corpse being dragged? I feel like that's like a cutscene from a game or something. Guess we can go ahead and pop the ult. Hello, BK. We'll melt through him. Freaking, there we go. That didn't take very long. I thought I was going to have to switch out of the dragon there. We'll just continue to melt through the Buck. For some reason, I'm not doing damage to him. What the hell was going on? I'm just going to switch out of it. There's no point in me doing that. It felt kind of bugged. Guess we can glide over the top again with the F. Pop the right click and melt through the Amani. That is so satisfying to use. We also got some good damage there on these guys. Let's finish off the Grover. Never mind. Can I get a shot over there for whoever's chilling? No? Okay, BK's going over the top. There's a K. He's going for the ult. Another one for him to try and get him kind of low. He is actually gone. Didn't even kill the Barrack. There goes the Koga. That was so lucky. I can't believe I lived there. Thank you, team, for the heals. Mad reaction time. To be honest, I feel like I should have totally died. We've got full mana and also full Pyromania, so there is an instant 999. Another one to finish him off, although that wasn't even me. Pretty sure Amani is just here. There's a root. I thought that would hit her. I don't know where she is. I'm trying to find her, but I'm going. I think she was literally behind that door, closer to spawn. Doesn't really seem like it's going to matter, though, because we're tripling their score, 250 to like 80 something. We'll pop the right click. I thought I was in the fire stance. Oh well, I think it's fine because I can nearly kill the Buck. Oh my god, I missed two of those by like an inch. Can't believe I messed that one up. I was so close to actually getting him. My voice is already gone. Can you tell? I don't think it's that noticeable in videos because I try to make it a little bit less raspy and so it's not as horrible to listen to. Guess we can go ahead and pop the ult again, melt through the Buck. There we go, melt through the Koga a little bit. That Amani is kind of bursting me a tad. We'll go through here and get rid of the Grover. Oh my god, he's so low. I'm just going to switch out to make sure I don't die too. The Koga, I feel like at least somebody was going to try and kill me. There's a K for the Buck. There's a bit of Pyromania for him. He is very low. He can't go up the bit because somebody else was using it. He is gone. There goes the BK. Can we also get the Grover? There we go. Buck got him. I thought I was going to be able to get a cheeky angle. We'll pop the F. We can pop the F and go over here. Pop a right click. What is Koga doing? I feel bad for killing him as he's emoting doing something like that. There we go. Pretty much the end of the game. 399 to like 130. Another weird flickering black screen. Sure. Pretty solid set of games today. Honestly, I feel like I did a decent job of showing off Amani, but I don't really know why that happens. I think that's probably got something to do with her dragon and stuff, or her griffin, I guess, in this case. Going back to what I was saying a minute ago, though, where if you actually play with me in a game or whatever, if I'm on your side, feel free to let me know you've seen my stuff so I can give you a shout out in a video or just talk to you a little bit if I'm not recording stuff. But if you're on the enemy team, all I can really ask is that you play it like a normal game, because if people focus me, it sometimes makes it a little bit more challenging, but overall it's definitely more annoying than it is, I guess, enjoyable. But all I'd say is just take it like a normal game, because every now and again I get weird matches where stuff just isn't normal and it kind of ruins the fun a bit for me. Then of course, by all means, feel free to talk to me a little bit in the after like match lobby, the post match lobby, or whatever you want to call it. But I just want to make sure I word it properly, because if I don't, I'm gonna get the wrong message across, because I genuinely love playing with you guys in game, but just sometimes when people are on the enemy team, it makes stuff a little bit weird. I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at, because yeah, I mean it in the best way possible, honestly. As for everybody's stats though, in game 2, the Buck did a good job, the Maldam did a great job. I feel like overall we did pretty good there, 17,658k, I'll happily take that. The Pip did pretty decent, and the Barrack also did a good job there, stuck to the objective. I feel like we had a very similar thing in game 1 as in game 2 there. As for their side, the Coca did alright, BK not so much, the Grover did decent, the Amani did decent, and the Buck did decent. I think they did have an AFK, I'm not sure who it was, but that definitely did screw him over a little bit. As for the skin, and as for Amani in general, I really enjoy playing Amani, and I also really enjoy the skin. Not much else I could say. I've been rating skins for like the past couple patches, so I guess I'll give this one a rating as well. I don't know when I started doing this, but a lot of you guys told me that you find it kind of interesting when I give a skin a rating. I'd give this one like a solid 9, to be honest. I think it does change Amani up quite a bit, and especially with the black revision here with the white hair and the red accents and the grey and stuff, this is my favourite. This is what I'd give a 9. The other ones I'd probably give a different score, but taking the best one, it's a 9. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.